following program is rated NAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
I'm sure there's something small that the video told you, or maybe there was something small the video didn't tell you, but it's something small that you're missing. I'm pretty sure you can get it done.
Oh, he said turn it to the side.
Yeah?
Stick in the Allen wrench.
Pause.
Yeah, I mean, man, I'm too grown for that shit.
Are you?
Like, I am. We all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
Welcome to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. It's your man, Ruben, in the house. And this is a show where we talk a lot about me and all the craziness that happens between it. And of course, how we view the world too. So, but as always, with me is my cuz, AG.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Man,
What?
first world problems, man. Like,
Yeah, we talked about a lot of that today.
I have so many.
So what is it now?
I mean, it's not anything now. It's just, I sat here and I got some stuff done today,
Okay.
but I definitely wasted like 5 hours in front of, not wasted.
But isn't it though?
I enjoy watching television.
Okay.
So,
Because I know when I watch TV for 5 hours at a time, there's a lot of things I could have done. I wasted time.
Yeah.
I wasted time.
I mean, I could have done some stuff while I was watching TV, but why do that? Like, that makes sense. So, the project that I have going on now is my shower. Part of it, the pressure sucks and all that. So, like I told you earlier, I did my little research, aka YouTube, and figured some stuff out. So I was able to turn off the shower,
Okay.
like from inside the house.
Good. You didn't have to go under it. You were afraid.
Exactly. So now I can't get the stupid handle off. It requires 7, whatever it is, and I went and bought one. But maneuvering that bitch sucks. Like, it can't be a regular screw. Like, you just put it in, whatever. No. It's gotta be a hex screw or whatever the hell it is. Like, once again, man, first world problems. Like, I'm trying to fix my shower, and it looks simple. Yet, I mean, an early pause, because when I say this, I'm gonna have to pause anyway. I stick the thing in, and I'm trying to find the screw to unscrew, but I can't find it. Pause. So it's like,
You stick the thing in.
exactly. Like, it's, oh my God. And I watched the video, right?
Yeah.
And that dude he just stuck it in and turned it and pulled it off. I'm just like,
So what did you do?
I stuck it in, I tried to turn it, but nothing moved.
Pause.
I mean, I can't see it. It paused. Like, what the fuck, man? So yeah, man. First world problems. So I think what has.
Wait a minute. Moco Cowboy, watch the video where he stuck it in. This is going to go on the whole show.
I set myself up for life.
You really did. And you had time to think about it and still said it.
It's okay. It could be worse.
It could be.
So.
It could be.
So yeah, I've been trying for the last 30 minutes to take the damn handle off so I can take out what's inside
Right.
and discover that, hey, Ruben, you need to go replace it tomorrow because you didn't do shit all day. Everything's closed. So,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah, that's
So
once again, man.
so let's review, because the lesson was Ruben actually did waste time. He just dressed it up.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not denying the laziness factor.
No,
of
it
what
wasn't
happened
really
today.
lazy. You were just distracted, and you ended up wasting 5 hours doing something that
Yeah, but
wasn't productive.
Yeah, and I really could have done it, but I chose to watch violence instead of being violent. So that's a win.
Chose to watch violence instead of being violent, so that's a win.
I mean,
Are you trying to build your own silver lining with this?
yes. I don't think it's working, but I'm trying.
It's not.
So now I got to figure out. Well, let's just fix that. I don't really have to figure out shit. What's probably going to happen is I'm going to take my sorry ass back in the bathroom, put the shit back together. Well, just turn it back on, because I didn't really do anything.
Right.
Except the cover off.
Right.
Open everything up, put the cover back on, and deal with it until I can have more patience to figure out how to unscrew it.
I'm sure there's something small that the video told you, or maybe there was something small the video didn't tell you, but it's something small that you're missing. I'm pretty sure you can get it done.
Oh, he said turn it to the side,
Yeah.
stick in the Allen wrench.
Pause.
Yeah, I mean, man, I'm too grown for that shit.
Are you?
Like, I am. We all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I refuse. And first of all, you know what? The funny thing about it is kids use pause like they made the shit up. It was a Run DMC song back in like the 1990 something. So they need to shut up with that bullshit.
Well, wait a minute. Is the application the same though?
Yes.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I didn't know that until you just said it. I thought it
Yeah,
was a
there's
young
a Run
Cobra.
DMC. There's a Run DMC joint called Pause, and it's literally the same thing. And
Okay.
it's like they be acting like they made this shit up, and it's like, bruh.
Come on, man. We stole stuff too. Come on now.
I mean, yeah, but all I'm saying is, don't be out here talking about you made some shit up and you ain't make no shit up.
We did the same thing, sir.
Yeah, but that's us. I don't care
Wow.
about,
Wow. Okay.
we do what we
talked
do what
about
we
this
do.
today, man. We talked about this today.
That's right.
Gen X is no better. I don't understand it. But, I mean, we just had this discussion today.
I mean, look, it is better because we're not Gen Y.
Oh my goodness. That is not a reason, sir.
It is today.
Okay. It is today.
I mean, at least we can spell, man.
They can spell
Yeah.
too.
Trina? What the hell is Trina?
No, wait a minute. That's the same thing as our version of going to. Gonna. It's the same thing. Stop it.
But gunna's a word.
It is not a word.
It is in the dictionary.
It's in a dictionary because people use it all the time. I told you this last week. If you say something false long enough and loud enough, it becomes true. Gonna is not a word.
I mean,
It's lazy language, like enunciation.
well, at least it
That got spelled.
at least it makes sense though. Gunna makes
so
sense.
Trina doesn't make sense?
Trina don't make no sense.
Trina and finna make sense. When you say it, it's like, that does sound like.
See, first of all, finna, they didn't even create that shit. Like people before us created finna. Like
are you
they
talking
once
about?
again, they think that's their word.
It's
I'm finna
not,
do something.
No.
That's what grandma and big mama used.
I hear that, but they never spelled it. These kids spelled it, and now that's the word, finna.
Look, man, just because they heard some shit from some old people,
Why
they're
are you
trying to
being so
reclassify
get off
that
my
shit.
lawn today? You didn't even cut your own grass today.
Hey, and I appreciate you cutting grass today.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you. But I'm not that get off my lawn today.
You kind of are right now.
Well, I'm get off my lawn about this
Okay.
because I think it's stupid. I get it, man. You don't want to use the proper English. I understand that, man. But they tried to make a new language years ago called Ebonics. How long did that shit last?
It's still happening.
Yeah, nobody uses Ebonics.
Number one, the powers that be gave that a name. But all they were doing is describing something that had been around and still is around, and it outlasted the name they gave it. So what are we doing? It's pop culture, man. It's pop culture.
I don't even know what Ebonics is. Like, I couldn't speak
Ebonics is
Ebonics if I wanted
basically
to.
slang white America didn't like. And then some of black America got on board because they didn't like it either. But it's like, and the main reason they felt like they had to do this, in my opinion, is because some of these people out here, actually, they were kids at the time, could only speak that language. They couldn't go back and forth and code switch. So that's where all this came from, as far as I'm concerned. Because all of us speak Ebonics at some point during the day based on who you're talking to.
Sure.
Okay. You ain't got to believe me. Okay.
I don't even know a Ebonics word. And maybe once again.
Trying to.
That's not a Ebonics word.
Okay. I'm just trying to tell you, man.
That's some shit these little kids be using. Because they don't like saying letters.
Bro.
They try to cut shortcut,
Why are you
man.
so angry with these kids?
Nah,
you are
man.
an old guy today.
Bro, look, there are certain things that I'm just like, language, man.
Okay, okay.
Some of it's okay. I don't kill all of it, but trying to, like what the fuck, man?
I tell you what, have you heard the average person with the little soul and little flavor say trying to? It sounds like trying to. Especially the deeper south you go, you don't even have to be black for this. It's like, that's what it sounds like. Finna, if you say fitting to really fast with a southern accent, that spelling is fairly accurate. So it's like, bro, what in the world?
Well, so like, once again, like, hey man, I call it as I see it, man. Especially on my behalf.
You going someplace where it don't need to go, man. You're just like angry old guy right now. You're pretty good at it, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying right now, you're like a little extra,
things
man.
I am angry old guy, man. There's certain things I'm angry old guy.
I will say the only thing that bugs me, and this is ubiquitous also, is the way this generation pronounces contractions. Is because I hear the word shouldn't, which is a contraction should not.
Yeah.
Or that's where the contraction comes from. But I hear it all the time, and it's more pervasive, like every week, where somebody will say shouldn't, and I'm like, that's not the word. Or didn't. And I hear grown, educated people say this, and I'm like, it's didn't or shouldn't. It's not shouldn't or didn't. But yeah, that's what gets said constantly. Man. So I'm like, okay, I guarantee you in 20 years, that'll be what they teach in high school and junior high and elementary school. And they'll just, okay. Hopefully they'll still know how to spell it, but it's like,
if it is,
bruh,
strike me down.
It's not worth it, but it's like, I'm aware. But it's like, am I gonna let it ruin my day? It's like, whatever, man.
I just wanna,
you shouldn't feel that way. You shouldn't feel that way.
I'd be like, what'd you say?
Shouldn't.
What was that?
Shouldn't.
What the hell is shouldn't? Like, that's what I would say.
I hear what you're saying, but and it doesn't, like I said, race is not in this conversation at all. In fact, I hear more non-black people say it than I hear black people. In fact, I don't even remember hearing black people say that. So it's just like, shouldn't, didn't. That's a suburb thing, bro.
Yeah, man, that sounds like some Kentucky shit.
I promise you it's not. It's not. In fact, I question whether it's a southern thing at all. Shouldn't, didn't.
We're just gonna change. We're just gonna change letters and words.
Yes.
No. Like, what are we doing?
Because we were alive when all right was ALL, and then a whole nother word RIGHT.
Well,
now when you look it up in a dictionary, it's ALRGHT.
Yeah, and and that's not. I don't feel like that's horrible. It's all right.
But it's the
and
same
all
thing.
right.
It's the
Yes.
same thing.
Yeah, but you're not. What I'm saying though is there's no real changes in that. Whereas, like, you know, like any major changes, okay, you get rid of an L and you put shit together. Cool. Like, China, what the fuck is China? Like, you added some shit and took some shit away. Like, what are we doing? Multiplication on letters and shit?
Man,
like, I don't understand.
I just told you, China is people spelling how they sound. No one, like, just speaking colloquially is going to say trying to, unless they really, really saying it with their chest.
But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing.
I'm not going to win none of this.
It's not about winning, man. It's not about winning.
Okay.
I'll get to you second, Moco Cowboy. So, it doesn't... Look, man, I get it, man. Dialects are different in certain places.
Yes.
What I'm not going to do is be the killer on that. I get it.
Hey, Black
However-
Patricia Adams, what's happening, girl?
Oh, my God.
I ain't seen you in a minute.
Oh,
What's
snap.
up, boo-boo?
What the hell? That's right. You Moco Cowboys like BMA's in the house. So, here's my thing, man. What kills me the most is I see remotely, decently educated people use that bullshit.
Right.
AKA, you know, like look, I can't sit here and say people graduated or whatever, but I would like to think that Omarion is a fairly intelligent guy, at least average.
Sure.
Why in the blue hell are you using the word trying to? Like, I mean, are you trying to, you know, hook up with the people who can't talk? I mean, yeah, man, get on my lawn all day. Like, what are we doing? But I'm just saying, man, that's what kills me the most when I feel like there are people who are remotely intelligent and they use these words, and I'm just like, use a dictionary that you were given.
Ruben, you have to consider where these people navigate. It's like they're around their people. They're either in a place.
Omarion lives in Hollywood, California.
Say what?
Omarion lives in Hollywood, California.
Okay, and he's black, and he still needs to stay current, or any number of things. So you're gonna pick up stuff. If you spend, look, I tell you what, forget all that. If you are an average intelligence, and you have been in this country your entire life, if you spend any time on comments on Instagram or wherever you are, whatever social media platform you use, you are going to pick up on stuff. And then once you pick up on it, that becomes part of you. Like the first time I heard convo, I was like, what's convo? Then I understood it's like short for conversation, even though the O on the end I thought should be an E, but this is what we're doing. So I said, okay, this is what we're doing. So now I know what it is. Like, I'm going to do something. You know how I spell going in that? G-O-N. And it was like, what about the E? Just put the E on. No, it's G-O-N. There's a whole nother world in this place we call social media, and we all spend an inordinate amount of time in it. And the idea that you are tripping at this is like, you got to consider all the things involved. Look, man, like I told you before, especially with the trying to thing and the finna, if you say it fast and lazy like most Americans do, especially if you're in the South, that's exactly how it sounds. There is nobody that is not giving a speech or whatever, like deliberately saying something that actually says, I am trying to, I am fitting to. Because your big mama didn't even say, I'm fitting to beat your ass. She said, I'm finna beat your ass. And when you say it like that, it's F-I-N-N-A. Finna. I'm finna beat your ass.
I understand that.
Do you? Because it doesn't sound like you do.
That don't mean I gotta like it. That's what I understand it. Such as, you know what?
Okay.
Gabiaco, very good. He did have a song called Poster Bees, and I'm like, bitch, what happened to the rest of the letters?
Well, why say, look, man, why say supposed to be when you can say it cool like that? especially when it's a lyric.
That's
But then,
cool.
and then if the song is hot, then everybody's like supposed to be, because you know what? That's what we sounded like when we were kids. Like when we were little kids and couldn't really, speak well, but we knew a few words. It came out sounding like supposed to be.
So you're saying that's cool.
I'm saying that I understand it and I don't have a problem with it. And in fact, it's kind of catchy in the right context. Kebiako, I tried to tell him. He don't want to hear it.
He said he had no idea. Exactly.
I mean, you guys are killing me, man.
Hey, man, my bad.
I'm the nerdiest guy on this show. You guys are
Hey,
killing
man.
me right now.
You know,
How do you not fit? Man, look, like you said about your big mama. And honestly, when you country, that's what it sounds like when you say it the way you're supposed to say it.
But-
Your big mama never ever said, "I'm fitting to beat your ass." Not ever. She said,
Yeah.
"I'm fitting to." Now you could argue that you could say FITNA, but that's like splitting hairs at this point. So I'm like, bro, really? Come on, man. Exactly, man. Black Morticia Adams, thank you. I'm finna leave again because how y'all not know this? Crying, laughing emoji. I'm with you, BMA. Because I'm telling you, man, you cannot like it, but you can't feign not understanding where it came from. Are you serious? And then give me an example of exactly where it came from someone you know and loved. Are you serious? Bro, come on, man. You extra right now. You just out here hating to be hating. Treating the words like little pets and kids. Come on, man.
yep. Sometimes I gotta kick him.
Why you gotta kick him, man?
I mean, hey, man. At South Park, they kicked the baby. Don't kick the baby.
Oh my God.
Yes, Kebiako. Also, that was a line about eating groceries. That's when they called it booty hole groceries. That's a famous song they called Janae Akko called the booty hole groceries.
Hey, man.
And I was like,
how's that any different from getting teabagged? How's it any different? Getting your salad.
we're talking
tossed.
two different actual things going on.
I'm just saying, bro.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying we talking about two different things. Teabagging and eating groceries are two distinct different things.
They are until they're not.
Nah, man. They are. They're very different.
Look, they are until they're not.
When are they not? When are they not?
Well, I can say it, but I don't think you get freaked out, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But I'm just letting you know.
I mean, look, bro, we talking about teabagging. I don't think I'm gonna get freaked out. Like, I'm just saying. Like, first of all, teabagging is gross.
Is it?
But
I liked it.
I mean, now if you are the teabagger, then yes.
Well, it depends on it depends on what you like.
If you're receiving, well, not for me.
I mean,
Not
you're the
for
only
me.
person that can get teabagged, though, in a heterosexual relationship.
Are you talking? No. I think we're talking about different things, AG. I think you're talking about something else.
I think you got it confused with getting your salad tossed, which is
No.
No?
Getting a salad toss is eating groceries.
right. So
Teabagging
is
is when,
I'm gonna make you say it. I'm gonna make you say it.
hey, first of all, you know I don't give a damn. Like
You kind of do,
that's
bro.
just-
Stop it. You kind of do. You get grossed out and
teabagging
stuff.
is when you put your nuts on somebody's mouth. Like,
Right. Some
That's
people
different.
like doing that.
I'm never receiving that ever.
Okay, you don't like it. That's
Like-
great. But some people like it.
I mean, Vocal Cowboy. So, yeah, like,
I shaved, by the way, sir. Ain't no gray.
hey, we know. You've talked about it.
Baby's
But to
bottom,
go
sir.
back to Moco Cowboy's comment
Okay.
that he had a question about earlier.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's shorthand. It's become shorthand. Right?
I'm mixed.
How so?
It depends. So, like, here's the thing, right? As far as emojis go, simple emojis are fine.
Okay.
You know, like the thumbs up, or, you know, the hug one, you see little hearts,
Sure.
like you're hugging, or like, you know, the one with the tear because you're sad. Like, if it makes simple sense by looking at it, great. Like the face palm one, like that's you know.
Sure.
So my issue with emojis come in once again with people using emojis as a conversation. Like,
Yeah, I get that.
bro, you can't hit me with 5 different emojis and that's a sentence. Yo,
I know.
what are we talking about?
I can't keep up. I'm like, what?
or like they, you know, like people will post on some and I'll have like 5, 6 different emojis, and it's like, are you excited or? I mean, I gotta take each emoji differently.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing if you got a bunch of smiley faces.
Sure.
Okay, you liked it. Or you got a bunch of face palms. Yeah, that probably wasn't a move. But you got a whole bunch of different ones you got to decipher.
Yeah. And I have seen people do that, and then I've seen the other person respond in kind. And it's like you have 2 people that really are immersed in it. But when you involve somebody that uses words, it's like, what?
We don't speak in emoji, motherfucker. Like, what we doing?
But some people do, and you show your age when you can. Look, man, I'm just telling you are an old guy.
I am an old guy.
Okay, well,
Lord knows I'm an old guy.
Okay,
But
well, that's
damn,
all that's going
like,
on here. That's all that's going on.
But our country's going to shit because people are using emojis. Just like how people use, like when people text and they use capitals and they're screaming and say it's screaming at you, bro.
Well,
Pick
it
up
is.
the damn phone if you got issues.
Dude, it is.
There's nothing more I hate when somebody screams at me, quote, screams at me on a text, and I call them and they don't pick up the damn phone. Bitch, you just text me. I know the phone's in your damn hand. Like, what are we doing?
Because we don't like to talk to each other. Texting is easy. It's almost like what y'all say about, what do y'all say? Thumb warriors, thumb thugs? Is that what y'all said before?
Oh, you talking about
Like on Twitter?
text message gangsters.
Right.
Twitter gangsters.
When you comment, nothing is going to happen to you. It's not like if I roll up on you and I have a problem with you, I have to be aware that there might be a response that I'm gonna have to throw paws. We gonna have to throw hands. When I comment and I'm anonymous, there's nothing that's gonna happen to me. So that's where you get that from. Don't nobody want to talk to each other?
Have you ever seen Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back?
I haven't.
All right, so
It's good?
of course it's good. It's Jason. It's Kevin Smith.
Okay.
Kevin Smith's a funny dude.
He is.
So what happened was, I guess it was a movie or something, and they went onto the blogs and everybody was talking shit about him. They're talking shit about the movie or Blunt Man and Chronic or whatever. So one of the dudes was making a Blunt Man and Chronic movie. However, he did not get permission from them because they are the likeness of Blunt Man and Chronic. And so when it's all said and done, after a whole bunch of other bullshit, they get all this money. And they're just like, what can, well, you're about to get a whole bunch of money. What are you going to do with it? And so what they did, they went to the chat room that was talking that shit about them.
Mm-hmm.
They found out who each of them were, and they went to the house and beat their ass. Oh, it's great shit. It's funny as shit. Like, it's hilarious. So I'm not gonna front. Like, if I had the money to be petty and people were talking shit about me, I'd do that.
Come on.
Man, you have no idea. Like, and you know what? Here's the thing, right? Especially now, I wouldn't just go by myself, and I wouldn't take any of my friends. I would hire this big ass bodyguard and be like, yo, I need you to kick the ass. Hey, are you such? Yeah. Did you write such? Yeah. All right, get him.
Ruben, that's illegal, sir. Your bodyguard and you are going to jail.
If we get caught.
Okay.
Bruh,
Okay.
I know where you live. What are you going to do? Call the cops?
Yeah.
I know where you live.
Yes.
Hey, man, if I can do that, don't you think I can send other people? That's all I'm saying.
It's not that deep, bro. I'm just letting you know why things are happening.
I know, but I'm just saying that it can't get that deep.
I'm not saying it couldn't. I'm just saying it's highly unlikely.
Treat emojis as salt, improve the words, don't let them take the place of words. Correct. Look at Moco Cowboy coming out with some
All philosophical
wisdom.
and whatnot.
I know. This ain't the show for that. What are we doing?
Wait a minute. Why not? It takes all of us, man. It takes all of us. What are you doing?
Man, this is first world problems, man. What are you talking about? I mean,
Okay.
I felt so sad today, man.
Why?
Because, man, I went to Harbor Freight,
Okay.
and this poor guy, man, was just walking around talking to himself. And I was like, come on, man. Somebody better come get their uncle, yo. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, he was trying to work it out, man.
And then when I came out of Harbor Freight, he started talking to me. Hey, you go to Harbor Freight. Man, I went straight to my car, man. I was like, I ain't got the time.
Come on, that dude needed you, man.
I did, man. No, he didn't need me.
He ain't need you. He started talking to you.
I think he would have talked to anybody who walked out. But all I'm saying is, like, it makes me sad, man. Like, we're not taking care of our people.
So that's the guy who wouldn't have a conversation with this dude. Come on, bruh.
I mean,
you know,
I didn't have nothing to give him.
a kind word. Wow.
There are times where people think I'm a terrible human being, and I'm not. I'm just like, I was. That's why I left the house. I was doing things. You know, I waved at him, told him have a nice day.
Well, how you gonna sit there and be sad when you could have helped him and you didn't? You could have just said a kind word.
I couldn't have helped him, man. I did speak to him.
What'd you say?
See, look at it. See, Black Boy Tisha Adams, what we doing?
I know. Rude
Black
boy
Boy
Ruben
Tisha Adams
is
been
what they
gone for
call
like
him.
8 months, and then she coming back.
Come back strong too.
I see, right?
No, man. But what did you actually say to him?
No, I just said I waved, and he says something derogatory, and I was like, "Have a nice day," and I just kept going. I mean,
Wave.
I did, because he did say, "Hey, guy from coming out of Harbor Freight," and I looked, and I waved at him. I didn't know who he was, but I you know, he acknowledged me, so I acknowledged him back.
You know, Ruben, don't ever. I tell my wife this all the time. She has this idea that she's not funny because no one ever said it, and I say, hey, don't ever let anybody tell you you're not funny. Well, Ruben, don't ever let anybody tell you you are not entertaining, sir, because I promise you that was funny. You just waved at him.
I'm just saying.
And then you talking about it's sad.
Things to do.
Oh my God.
I mean,
okay.
but seriously, it's just like, you know, in our country, we worry about other shit, and we don't do enough to take care of the people who really need to be taken care of. So it's sad. Like,
Understood.
you know, but we're not going to start talking about the state of our country, because that's a whole rabbit hole.
Hey, look at the bright side. I can still legally be married to my wife. How about that?
I mean, time's ticking, bro.
K-Biako and I can stay in the country.
I mean, time's ticking, man.
I know.
This dude's moving fast.
I know. I told her, I said, girl, look, hey, Canada.
I mean, better get your passport, bro.
Because we live far enough outside of Toronto, I think we'll be okay.
I mean, yeah. Like, look, man, I can't even watch Abby no more, man. I just can't.
Who's Abby?
on CNN.
Oh, I don't watch any of that stuff, so I didn't know what it was.
So at 10 o'clock, she's got it's like news night. And
Okay.
It's like a panel. And they talk about the dumbass shit that happens
Sure.
during the day because it's a bunch of dumbass shit. And so you have
Yeah.
you have Republicans and Democrats. And it's like, well, everybody speaks here. You know, they hash out their differences.
Okay.
They never get anything accomplished. But it's just like,
It's just drama. It's not supposed to get anything.
I just can't even watch it, man, because man, I feel like, and I need to say this first.
Okay.
I'm neither Republican nor Democrat.
Okay.
I am sorely in the middle.
Okay.
Just because I have Republican beliefs, I have Democrat beliefs. So like, I believe you should be able to make as much money as you want, but I believe you should care about people too. Like, so like, yeah, there's no, I try to be 50-50 as much as I can. It's hard to be 50-50 on stupid shit though. Like, it's very difficult, you know? Because when you hear about stupid shit, it's like, come on, man. It is cool being Switzerland. And then you do this dumbass shit. Like,
Hey, man, there's discipline even in being neutral. Just saying.
I mean, it's like, and it's crazy. The craziest part about all of it is the fact that there's a whole bunch of yes dudes up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and women.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yo, man, you know, you can sit here and talk about how he's doing, the Mexicans and whoever else, how they do the ice shit's doing them real bad. Yeah, like I get it. But yo, man, I don't know if that's worse than what's happening to like the Republicans' own people. Like for instance, this big beautiful bill bullshit. Like, hey man, black people have been struggling for a very long time. Man, Kebiako, don't even get me started.
Yeah, let's come back to that because that's hilarious.
Yeah. So like black people, I feel like I can say this. Black people have been struggling in this country for a while. We are used to the struggle. Some of us are used to the struggle. Some of us aren't, just whatever. You get to a position, hopefully in life, where once again, you have first world problems and you're not struggling like some people are. So it's like, yeah, man, you want to take our wick and shit. All right, bro. Like, whatever. But yo, the problem is you're hurting your people way more than you're hurting the Democrats. But the problem is that, like for instance, Kentucky, they're about to have hospitals shut down because of this shit. But every Republican is like, we love the big beautiful bill. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, were y'all born stupid? Like, what are we doing? Like, and I shit on Kentucky a lot. You can blame Oprah for that. So, whatever. That's her fault. Why I shit on Kentucky a lot. But
it's Oprah's fault?
It's Oprah's fault. Because I watched that documentary, man, about the dentist going every month to Kentucky to help the people out, and they interview the people, and they're just like, "Well, I don't like water. We drink Mountain Dew." Motherfucking what? Yo, I thought we say stupid shit on TV when the camera's in our face. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing, man? Look, I don't like water, so I drink Mountain Dew.
Listen,
bitch, no wonder why your teeth messed up.
I hear what you're saying, but in that person's defense, or if that person is going to represent Kentucky on this show in this moment, that is not unlike anything a lot of people have said. No one likes drinking water. Look at us as a country. You think we would all of our time drinking water? You think that's our beverage of choice?
If I was in Flint, Michigan, I wouldn't drink water. What the F is that? We can't get our water clean? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Bro,
you wonder why people don't drink water.
All I'm saying to you is It's
Hampton.
not. It's
Hampton
not an
water's trash.
outrageous. It's not an outrageous statement. Let's stay on task. Okay, we're talking about the Kentucky thing, and we're talking about how the Republican constituency is actually getting hurt worse than Democrats are.
Correct.
Your idea of it is that they're stupid. They're not stupid. We've discussed this on the show.
No. The people in Congress are not stupid.
The constituency isn't either. You're missing the point.
Okay.
Listen, man, the reason why any of this is happening is because, like Lyndon B. Johnson said, if I can make the dirtiest, poorest white man feel better than the best black man, I can sell him anything. This is paraphrasing, but I can sell him and make him do anything. And they'll pay me to do it.
Yeah.
And that's very true. This is not about intelligence. This is about desperately holding on to a life that you think you can preserve or think you can have returned to you or whatever it is. You know, making everything the enemy, us against them, blah, blah, blah. This is what this is all about. But by the time that these people vote for the people that they think are protecting their America, they don't have jobs, they don't have schools, they don't have running water, they're drinking Mountain Dew. It's like all these things are happening. But it doesn't make them stupid, it just makes them naive. And that naivete is built on hate.
Yeah.
It's built on elitism. It's built on slavery. It's built on all the bad things that they hold true in their hearts. So for them, it's good. We fought a whole war over this.
And who
This
won that
country was
war?
built on free labor and is still reaping the benefits of that free labor.
And the dumb people.
They're not
Think they
dumb.
won and they didn't.
They're not dumb. They just look, man, we were enslaved for 400 years. If you do anything for 400 years and then all of a sudden you don't have it anymore, the residue stays forever. Especially when you've had a head start and your people are making up all the rules. And I'm telling you, man.
And it's crazy. And I heard a song yesterday, I think, about the South shall rise again. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Jesus
been happening.
Christ.
I used to see t-shirts like that when I was in high school.
I mean, they had to make a damn song about it. I mean,
Bro,
it's
why
like,
not? Why not?
Well, no, they did.
Exactly. Because if I'm white and I'm from the South, I'm a little upset, man.
You're a little upset that you lost?
Yes.
Then you gotta take that up with your people.
Man, I am. That's what we're all upset.
I mean, you need to take that up with your boy Robert E. Lee.
Well,
He was like, nah, man, I can't do this shit no more.
number one, Robert E. Lee is not what you thought he was either, but okay.
Of course not.
And people don't want to talk about that part, though. People don't want to talk about the history that says you're stupid. The history that says you're a loser. Robert Lee wanted nothing to do with this.
Exactly.
But listen, man, the only thing I'm telling you right now is whatever love you have for whatever it is, for better or worse, is strong. The emotional connection is strong. And I'm telling you right now, those people you're talking about don't lack intelligence. They are afraid. Their country is getting more colored, pun intended, with every passing moment. Every passing moment.
Yeah.
Whether it's black people, brown people, then you got this person in Congress, this freaking Crockett person in Congress saying shit. You got this Hakeem Jeffries person out there saying shit.
First, that shit in Texas is funny.
Huh?
That shit in Texas,
bro,
man.
then they holding folk hostage and shit. Ain't nobody going to jail. She's been in there for, was she still there? Or they finally let her go?
I don't know.
Bruh, that is
all I know
fear.
is
That is
the
fear.
redistricting and all this other stuff. And I'm thinking, you're going to redistrict everything. But what happens if everything just switches on your dumb ass?
Man, listen, you are a heavy reader of comic books. I am a heavy viewer of superhero live action movies or whatever. We all know what's happening. Trump has no desire to deal with any constituency. They are below him. If you're not a billionaire, then he doesn't have any use for you. His whole thing is about power control in the hands of a few, namely me.
Yeah.
Meaning him. So it's like everything that's happening is so he can gain power, but that's not really the thing either. How do you gain power? You turn your constituency against one another.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. And it's working really well because he already had a built-in cheat code. It's called slavery. It's called racism. And once you have that, it's 500 years old at this point. Once you have this, it's so easy to look at somebody that they can't disguise it. I can't like put on a disguise and not be black. And then it's just like, once you have that and you use it, and it doesn't even take a lot of smarts to use it. Look, man, the playbook has been written. Especially if you're a fan of Hitler, the playbook has been written. Hitler was deathly afraid and angry at 2% of the population. And based on the 6 million that he killed, it's like he kind of dug into that 2%.
Which
that
is funny
fear.
because that 2% he wasn't even a part of.
The funny thing was, he was Jewish.
You know.
I mean, but again, the anger of one man. But in this case, it's not really the anger as much as I'm talking about, the philosophy of becoming a dictator. How do you get people to buy into something they wouldn't otherwise buy into? I mean, Bernie Sanders, for all people say about him, if you listen to this YouTube, go look at this YouTube video of him breaking it down to some high school students like 20 years ago. Everything he said is played out.
Yeah.
Everything black people, that's why for the most part, black people don't go for this. Black people have seen this type of shyster do this very same thing and have the very same outcome. So if I know it works and I know what you're doing, it's like, why? But again, you're talking about people that aren't like threatened. Threatened by what? I've been part of the downtrodden the whole time. I really understand what's going on. I'm not threatened. I'm trying to get in. I want to see it at the table. Yeah. I'm not threatened by you. Maybe I'm threatened by the idea that I'll never have a seat at the table. But it's different when you own the table and then you have some people, some strangers trying to take a seat. Are you serious? Bruh. You're supposed to be standing at the ready. And when I say standing at the ready, I mean literally standing at the ready. If I want something, you're supposed to go get it. And so you mean to tell me those people are going to sit next to me and eat my food? Oh, okay. Meanwhile, those people are the reason why you have food at all. But again, put yourself from their point of view, put yourself in their shoes. It's like, bruh, when you've always been the one snapping your fingers and having things happen, it's scary when somebody could be your boss and you understand how bad you've been treating these people. Because trust me, they know. Why do you think the parents of sons or daughters that are going to enter into an interracial marriage are deathly afraid of what could happen to their son or daughter because of this? Then you juxtapose that to the part where they don't know that there's no racism. You just spelled out all of this when you were telling your son or daughter, don't do this, or if you're going to do it, it's going to be really hard. People are mean. Then you're the same person telling me that there's no racism? Bruh, they know it's bad. Now, if you know you treated somebody bad and they have power over you now or gaining ground, aren't you afraid? I know I would be. Because, even if this person reads the Bible every day, they might not want to listen to that part. They might want to burn down my house and skin me and then wear my skin. I mean, it'd be a scary thing to me if somebody out there was going to handle molesting my ass. Just saying. Because again, I mean, what if somebody you used to kill use their bones for furniture and upholstery literally eat their young, rape and pillage, was coming after you. Or those same rules were going to apply to them, which makes them have power over you, which gives them the power to just run up in your house, rape your wife, kill you, all the things. Or just something simple as just selling your entire family and selling you to new owners that are on the four corners of the world. And then your family tree has just been extinguished.
Yeah.
What if those people were gaining ground? But see, you get to play that dumb role and be like, ain't no racism. I don't know why y'all so mad. Yeah, you know why. You know why. That's why you're afraid. Some of the reason why you're afraid. The other half of the reason you're afraid of what it's going to be like not to be in charge, not to be able to do what you want to do, not to be able to roll up on somebody. Hey, nigga. That's what you're afraid of. And again, if from their point of view, that shit is real. That is palpable. I mean, you can taste the fear. So again, I'm just letting you know, man, this is not intelligence. This is fear. And this is powerful people using fear so powerful people can be more powerful.
Yeah.
Because the downtrodden in the constituency and or both are looking to these people to protect them from the black and brown or the enemy or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got Jasmine Crockett. Oh shit, it's not working out too well. Meanwhile, my school that I teach at, my school that my kids attend is about to be discredited lose accreditation or not even exist. And there's nowhere I can go because I'm white fucking trash.
Yep.
And I can't afford to move out of this holler. I can only afford to stay here, and the only school is about to just crumble. I can't blame Biden because Biden was the one that's keeping us afloat.
Well, you can, because, I mean, Lord knows he does.
Well, they can't.
Somehow. It's always Biden's fault.
I understand that. Moby always said it, fuck Biden. They always, but again, you already know in your heart, you're just speaking words. You know this didn't happen until Trump took office again.
Yeah.
And because he's been the best politician ever with respect to getting things done that he wants done, unquestioned.
Yeah.
Then this has happened in the last few months. Something that probably would have never happened under someone else. So you tell me, if I'm a white person that makes less than $400,000 a year, I am deathly afraid. Because this shit is affecting me. The tax code now has turned itself on me. All of these things have turned itself on me. They can't, because when a white person is married to a brown person, it's like exotic. They don't call it what they call it when they're married to a black person. It's a little different. But now they coming to get my wife, my brown ass wife, and my family's destroyed. What are you doing? Well, they brown, ain't they? You painted a picture because they weren't black. You weren't listening to the part where he coming after these brown people, and your wife's maiden name is Rodriguez.
Yeah.
She brown as hell. I mean, refried beans the whole 9 yards. It was cute then. It was cute then. It ain't cute no more because they don't give a fuck. And to put a cherry on top, your wife was a citizen before she met you. But her ass is in alligator Alcatraz?
No, not yet. They're working on.
Well, she gonna be down. She gonna be down there with the regular folk. She gonna be down there with the what do they call brown people? Rapists, murderers, and all the things. Yeah, none of them are, but that's what they're calling them. That shit was funny when it didn't involve you, right? Yeah, well, buckle up, Buttercup, because it's coming. You know how I know? Because it already has. The reason I joke, and I'm not joking really, the reason I joke about Kebiako's situation, my situation, my wife's kids, their situation, is because that shit's gonna happen. And we have to be prepared to go to fucking Canada. If it doesn't happen, that's great. But don't think they're not gonna try. So again, fear. Fear. Plain and simple. I don't give a shit. Plain and simple. When you have a ruling class that is threatened, shit happens that you really don't want to know about unless you're prepared. So, and I've said this on this show before. Threatening white folks is not a good idea if you're not prepared for a response. If you're prepared for a response, we all golden. But don't think you're gonna be out here trying to run shit and succeeding at trying to run shit, and white America's not gonna respond. I mean, they can't even stand the idea that we don't give a fuck about this all-white city that they're trying to build. Fuck y'all. It's always been a whites-only city. So you getting a whole band of people together saying there are no blacks or whatever, there are no brown people, whatever, it's like, okay, isn't like most cities that way? I get what you're saying. You have absolute power, but what are you doing for real? And then you out here mad that black people don't give a fuck. Black people don't give a fuck because every town, in our minds, every town is like that. So why would we give a fuck about that? And then have the nerve to say, well, I wouldn't care if black people did the same thing. Yes, the fuck you would. You would either drown it or you'd fucking burn
God. I mean,
there are like 4 or 5 cities off the top of my head that are under fucking water right now.
I mean, Tulsa.
That's the tip of the iceberg, sir.
Yeah,
that's my whole
I'm just
point.
saying, like anybody who says something like that is like,
but
Tulsa.
But this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. They mad when we leave them alone. They mad when we do our own thing. The ruling class is afraid, sir. And when the ruling class is afraid, there's going to be problems if you're not prepared. If you're prepared, great. If you're not, you're going to get your feelings hurt.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that we're not prepared, because I believe that we are, because we've been going through this for so long. But all of this, from a constituency standpoint, bro, this is the ruling class, the elite ruling class, manipulating the rest of its constituency to do things that have nothing to do with their constituency at all. So I'm just saying. KBIACO 25, gonna be interesting what Justice Clarence Thomas finna do when the interracial case gets to the Supreme Court. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because you know what's going on? He's the main ringleader with this, ironically enough. However,
I got my white woman and nobody else can have one.
Well,
what?
he one of them tap dancers. You know what we say? He one of them tap dancers. And he thinks that because he is the great white hope, or the great black hope for the white man, they're gonna give him concessions. I mean, like, hey, if you do this for us, you can stay married to that white woman. And as soon as they get what they want, they're gonna come after that relationship too.
Yeah, I mean,
so he think he too white to get hemmed up. He not even in an interracial relationship. His wife is married to a white man. Real talk.
Stop it.
Say I'm wrong. Exactly. That's what I thought you would say. Nothing. Ain't no I mean.
We know how this show feels about that guy.
Well, I'm telling you right now, they are two white people that are married. He is not in any kind of trouble. He doesn't have to make plans to go to freaking Canada or whatever. He doesn't have to look at Zillow in Toronto and figure out, I can't afford to live here. Let's find another town. He doesn't have to deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, he climbed the ladder, then kicked it away from the wall.
And the other thing too, for everybody's knowledge, all of this is coming from one spot in the Constitution. The 14th Amendment is super powerful, and it's very, very important to everybody that's not white.
Yeah.
And it's very important to women.
Yeah.
I promise you, if they gut it, we're all in trouble.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Just saying. But again, it's still...
The whole country's in trouble.
Right. But, we'll find out, because strange things happen when you mess with people that don't have any power. Because really, honestly, the people that don't have any power are the main reason why people that have power have power. Remember that. I mean, ask Target. I didn't think it was legit. Honestly, I thought I was kind of disappointed in white folk because I thought they was gonna come to the rescue.
Hey man, Target ain't Chick-fil-A, bro.
Well, if Chick-fil-A decide they want to fuck around, they're gonna find out too. But anyway, like I said, man, it's
But
like
they've proven that they can survive. They will be protected.
okay. Well, good luck with that, sir. Because
At least they proved it last time.
well, they've never done anything like that with respect to what Target did.
Well, I don't think that. So, I think the interesting thing about Chick-fil-A, and then we'll move to the Cracker Barrel thing real quick, is because, to be honest, I couldn't tell you if Chick-fil-A did have DEI programs because it's not something they really talk about. You know, so far as they're concerned, a lot of it is left up to the owners of the individual things. So I don't think there's a particular Chick-fil-A quote unquote DEI program. I think they're pretty much like, hey, look, you know, blah blah blah, do your own thing. Just make sure it don't come back and become a problem for us. And so I don't think they necessarily have a program like that. So that's why I don't think they're affected.
That's the thing, and I'm glad you brought that up because that is a nuance people don't really understand. Like, why you still go to Walmart? I'm like, bro, they didn't deceive me. Target deceived me. Chick-fil-A, another great example. You can't say nothing about Chick-fil-A because there are way too many non-black, non-white, black owners in that system. Way too many. And I'm saying from a franchise ownership level, it's way too diverse for you to say anything about them. Their workforce, way too diverse for you to say anything about them. They're black people, they're brown people, they're white people, and all of them say, welcome to Chick-fil-A, how can I serve you? Or whatever they say.
And what you don't hear about is ICE going to Chick-fil-A.
Exactly. So Chick-fil-A doesn't have to have somebody make them do anything. Now, I'm not saying Mr. Cathy wasn't a racist. I don't trust any white man from the South. Not one. You're going to have to show me or I'm going to presume that you're fucking racist. I mean, you're a white man from the South. It's bad enough you're a white man. But you're a white man from the South. So automatically, I'm like, okay, I already kind of know who you are. I'm not going to take it too far with you. Just because you make a great chicken sandwich with all kinds of chemicals in it and you know, whatever. I love your waffle fries, but you still might be an asshole. So, but the idea is he wanted to make money bad enough. Let's say he's a racist, okay? He wanted to make money so bad that he was willing to hire anybody who checked all the other boxes, meaning, you know, you gone through our program, you passed our program, you know how to speak to people, you know how to train people, you're a good leader, whatever. You had your money to invest, and now your store is doing well, then you're gonna do well.
Yeah.
They checked all the other boxes. So does that
money
make
became more important to him than
exactly
who he was getting from.
Exactly.
And I ain't mad at that.
Does that make me believe that Mr. Cathy, I forget his first name, I'll call him Mr. Cathy. Does that make him, you know, not a racist? No, that doesn't make him not a racist at all.
He just likes the color green.
Right. Exactly. We all know Jerry Jones is a racist, but is he so racist that he's not gonna draft like black players? No, he's not.
I don't think he has choices.
Well, he does. He can draft all white players if he wants to.
I mean, he could.
But he ain't stupid because why? He wants to make that money. He wants to win.
Yeah.
To a degree, he wants to win. He doesn't really want to win. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Have you watched the Netflix special on that?
We're in the middle of it. It's really good.
Oh.
So like I said, it's just one of those things where those situations is not what Target did. So you're going to put all these black faces in there, basically to their disadvantage, but you're going to put their faces in there. You're going to have all this LGBTQ AI stuff in there. You're going to take, as a face to the MAGA movement, you're going to put it in there. These people shop at your store and you are just like killing them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when the president, which you're a privately owned company, Well, you're publicly traded, but still, you're not federally funded.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you're gonna let the president of the United States say some stuff that's general about everybody's got to get rid of DEI, and you're gonna bend the fucking knee?
Yeah.
That's a betrayal.
Yeah.
That's like sitting up there in front of a preacher and say I do, and then go eat some pussy that ain't the one you married. Are you serious? That's what Target did. That's why I go to Walmart. It has nothing to do with whether I think, the Waltons are racist or not. The Waltons have always been the Waltons. They have never deviated from who they are, whatever that is.
They care about green. They don't care about black and white.
Exactly.
At least up front.
Exactly.
And if they all racist, they do a really good job of keeping that shit on the low.
Right.
Because they realize, a lot of people realize that Target shit, I'm pretty sure, there's some businesses who are closet. They went deeper in the closet. Like, we may talk about this at home, but never at work.
True.
And then we're going to do some things to make it look like, we may play a low ball, So.
Oh, K-Biako, this is really important.
Yeah.
Mr. Maher from the Giants still won't draft a black quarterback in the first round. Hilarious. And that's another person that about to catch it. The right things are going to line up because we all been talking about this for decades now.
It's funny because, the Hard Knocks thing.
That was so bad for them.
That was
so bad.
That was so bad. Well, and the thing about it, it wasn't even Mara's fault. It was the general manager's fault.
No, but that opened up a can of worms, and once the can of worms is open, it exposes you to everything. And we're like,
he wants to, and plus, he wants to play for your sorry ass, and you don't want to pay him. Well, let's see what it is on the market.
It's Saquon Barkley, bro.
Bruh, are you dumber than a box of rocks?
No, here we go again. It's not dumb, man. It's not dumb.
No, I'm talking about them not re-signing him because that's what Mara said. I hope he doesn't sign for the Eagles. And sure enough.
No, he said he told his general manager, don't let it happen. And his general manager let it happen.
Yeah.
Because if Howie Rosen comes up in any conversation, the first thing I'm doing is calling Saquon, talking about, we'll give you anything you want.
Exactly.
But he didn't want to be there. Joe Shane didn't do his job because Joe Shane was being an asshole. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have to mention this. The Giants, in their success, within that window, when they had Eli Manning, they had their greatest success since they had in the mid 80s and 90s. It was a black general manager. So I have to say, Wellington Mara did that thing. But it is quite obvious to me, of all the quarterbacks that they've had in the last 30 years, Jaden Daniels being number one of those, why you didn't draft him. Why you didn't draft these people.
Well, they didn't get a chance to draft Jalen Daniels.
Bruh, look. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But to me, I would have done what I had to do.
Oh, yeah, you would have to get that.
So let's stop that. Now, that's a great excuse to plug in. Trust me, it is, because they weren't in position, on that day to get in. But I'm telling you right now, they had no intentions of getting him at all.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Malik Neighbors was a bad draft pick. He was a great draft pick. But Jaden Daniels?
Yeah.
Bruh.
I mean, look, and the funny part about it was that his kid said you should draft Jaden Daniels. His kid made him basically look like an idiot.
Well, because he was.
Yeah.
Because he was being an asshole.
And then, of course, as Mocha Cowboy said, I mean, paying Danny Dimes 4 years, $160 million. Bro, what are we doing?
Well, what
are we doing?
In Daniel Jones' defense, he was worth that money when Saquon was there. When Saquon wasn't there, no. He's got to have a running game. Like most quarterbacks, you got to have some sort of running game.
Yeah.
So I don't even blame him for that.
Well, I never blame the player for that because they took what was offered.
No. I was talking about management. I don't really blame him for that. It's just that everything you did that could have made the $160 million worth it, you didn't do.
But here's the thing. If they were playing in Washington every week, shit, they probably would have went to the Super Bowl. But, because they could beat Washington. Now they can't beat a common cold. This year we'll see. First week of football coming up, we got the Giants first. We'll see what happens. Their defense is nice.
Well,
their offense looks questionable.
Only thing I'm saying is
we'll see.
The Giants are a racist organization. Has been that way forever. It was easy to hide. It's less easy to hide now. Can't prove it, but your draft records for quarterbacks when you had a chance is pretty bad. So it is what it is. The only thing I'm saying is Walmart and anything like it never betrayed me. Target, that's a betrayal. So again, everything is happening in this country based on fear, and the people they're afraid of do have power to destroy them.
So let's briefly talk about this Cracker Barrel thing. So I put the two logos up there. Now, I will be honest, and I didn't know anything about this Cracker Barrel situation, but now I'm looking at it. I guess they're mad that the old white dude's gone.
Yes. But that's not all, though. That's not all.
I mean, because they're calling that woke. I don't even know what woke is anymore.
You know what woke is.
What?
It's the opposite of what they're talking about. You know what it is.
Yeah, but like, I guess my thing is, I wouldn't call this new logo woke.
It is woke because it's not the same. It's not the same one.
Yeah, I would call it ugly.
Look, man.
To me, it's ugly.
I hear what you're saying, but that's not the point, Ruben. The point is, like you said, you started out good. The man leaning on the barrel represents the old Cracker Barrel. What does the old Cracker Barrel? What is the old Cracker Barrel? Well, the old Cracker Barrel is everything that makes our skin crawl about being Southern. If you've ever been, and I know you have because us four went in there when we were helping you move.
Yeah, I like Cracker Barrel.
They got, as far as I'm concerned, they got great food because you're from the South. You get used to that kind of cooking. Okay, great.
Yeah.
But have you ever really looked at Cracker Barrel?
No.
It makes your skin crawl. Now, don't get me wrong, some of the stuff in Cracker Barrel is kind of cool, but a lot of that stuff reminds me of an era that I would rather forget ever happened. And that's why in this climate, they hired this, number one, female CEO, which is a big no-no. And they were like, people are mad at Cracker Barrel, but somebody that is high up in Cracker Barrel was like, we got to change our image because these people think that we go into the Klan meeting, which half of them probably do. But you don't want to say that publicly. Like I said about the Cathy family, they might run a whole chapter of the Klan. But you don't want to let your people know that you're going to the Klan meeting. They'll stop going to your restaurant, bro. They'll just stop. And then because Cracker Barrel, just like Target, Chick-fil-A cannot survive with an entire segment of the population stop buying their stuff. I don't care what you think about Chick-fil-A. If an entire segment of the population in this country stopped rocking with Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A would fucking die on the vine. Mm-hmm. They would. They have to have all the people buy their stuff. So it's kind of funny to me that white America's so upset because I'm like, apparently somebody that runs this place that put the CEO in place asked her to do these things. She's only a CEO. She's got to answer to a board.
Yeah. They got mad that they got rid of Uncle Herschel.
Man.
First of all, I didn't know he had a name.
Well, it's a mascot. You already know he got a name.
Okay.
Bruh.
I'm going to be very honest with you, man. Like, I've seen the logo. I don't really think two shits about the logo. That it, at least.
It's any kind of change.
I just never really. Huh?
It's any kind of change, man.
Yeah. Well, I've never really, I guess, I don't want to say I didn't care for the logo. I would say that it's the logo. Does it keep me up at night? No. I mean, Uncle Herschel, as it were. I mean, sure. That's the only place I ever saw Uncle Herschel because he's nowhere in the damn building. So, like, yeah. But I think people just want to bitch about, like people just want to bitch. And sometimes, like, I get it because I'm like that sometimes. But I mean, it's just like, really? You're just mad they took off Uncle Herschel?
It's so much
Maybe it's
deeper
time
than
for
that.
Uncle Herschel to go. It's been 47 years.
It's so much
that
deeper
logo.
than that, Ruben.
I know.
It's because, like, my thing was, like, in early 90s, I had gone to, 87. I had gone to visit my cousin in Chicago. He had a cleaning service, and one of his clients was General Mills. At the time, General Mills owned what used to be Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
And so, I was in one of the offices, and they had Gatorade, they had Aunt Jemima, they had some Cheerios. That it was in the marketing sales office.
Yeah.
And I happened to look up at the Aunt Jemima box, and I thought something was wrong. And I was like, "What is wrong with this box?" That was the first, and this was a mock-up, so no one had this. This is in-house. It was Aunt Jemima with a perm, and I lost my fucking mind. I was like,
Really?
yeah, it was because that was they were gonna change the image of Aunt Jemima from a Mamie to just a black woman. And I saw it, and I was like, yo. So when I got back home, I told all my friends, I was like, bruh, Aunt Jemima about to have perm. It's like, what you talking about, fool? I'm saying Aunt Jemima about to have perm, man. They gonna give her a blouse, gonna give her a perm.
I remember that. I remember because they did it. Then they put it back.
But I'm telling you, in about 90 days later, he said Alton was right. Because I sure enough saw it. My mama brought that home. I was like, bro. And I saw Alton, they would see me the next day and said, bro, you weren't kidding. I said, I tried to tell you. And black people were like, whoa, that is such a big, one giant step for man and all that kind of thing. Well, the reverse is happening with change and taking away Uncle Herschel. It's the same thing. It's an emotional attachment to a time in which you missed. Just like it was an emotional attachment to something we would like to forget, or at least like to move on from. It's the same thing in reverse. Fear. Change. Humans don't do well, sir. They don't. Even if you're changing for the better, they still want to buck the system. But basically after that, it's like, well, how do you define better? Well, everybody's definition of better isn't the same. I'm telling you, man,
No.
white America's scared, especially when white folks are doing it sometimes. I mean, because they can say it too. Sometimes skin folk ain't kin folk. They can say the same thing.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm just letting you know, man. People, man, you can't, man. Fear like shame is very powerful.
Yes.
And white folks got both of those in spades. Pun intended. So, just letting you know.
Cool. So what's on your mind, AG?
Device attachment. I had no idea. I kind of had an idea, but I never experienced it. This is what I mean. My beautiful wife has a Apple Watch. She's had it for a couple years, I think, or whatever. And so the battery needed to be replaced. So if you have Apple Care, you take it in to be replaced when the battery goes below 80%. So it turned to 79. It's okay, well, let's just make a day of it. So we went out, did some thrift shopping, and went here, went there, did ran some errands or whatever. Then we went to the Lynn Haven Mall to our appointment, and we got to the appointment. Everything was cool. Tech came out, and he was like, okay, we got to send your watch off because we don't do it in-house anymore. And the look on her face,
Oh, yeah.
you'd have thought she lost her best friend. And I was like, I am so sorry. And I was thinking to myself, like, our devices have become family to where we have an emotional attachment to these things.
Yeah.
And I don't really have an opinion on it because I'm sure I'm the same way. But between the conversation we had last week about being off the grid and what I experienced yesterday, bruh, the only thing I will say is That emotional attachment to an inanimate object that does so much is palpable. It just is. I mean, I'm not even judging her. I'm just letting you know that my observation led me to believe that I think it's like a drug. It's just like a drug. You take away somebody's crack or somebody's coke or heroin for people who don't know the slang, it's like there is withdrawal. You can't even, I mean, her habits have changed. It's like she don't even know what to do. She's got to get used to not having that watch. Could you imagine if it was a phone? Bruh. So I just think I'm just putting it out there to just let you know about the observation to help you understand that if you rocking anything better than a flip phone, you probably have the same disease. So I'm included in that. Everybody's included in that. It's like the way our world is now, these devices, this internet connection, all of this stuff, it is in you in a way in which you don't understand. And you're not going to understand it until the device is taken away or the service is taken away. Even though the world didn't end, it's going to feel that way. So just letting you know, it's not a judgment either way. It's just saying to you, it's real. So that's what's on my mind.
Awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, I've been through that. When my Google Watch went down, when the battery came off at 1 o'clock in the morning, as I was about to go to bed, like the whole thing just detached. The glue was like, I'm done.
Wow.
And so it took me a minute, but I got on my phone and I was like, what to do? Like literally, I was like, okay, what do I do?
Right.
So I ended up talking to somebody at 2 o'clock in the morning from another country. And they was just like, you need to take it back, take it here to FedEx to send it off, and we're going to send you another one. This watch was like 4 years old. The warranty was gone, but apparently it was a defect in the watch. So they sent me a new watch, and I was like, dope. Because I was already dreading the $300 I was about to spend on another smartwatch. Because I have a Pixel, so I have a Pixel watch. But I had Pixel Watch 1. And I was like, ugh. And I was hoping they sent me like a newer Pixel Watch, but they didn't. They sent me a Pixel Watch 1. And I was like, how do y'all have like 3-year-old technology still just hanging around? So, hey, I got basically a new watch. I think it's refurbished. I don't care. The shit works. I love it. And it updates and all that. So, nah, man, I've been there. Oh, I had to go back to my old smartwatch for a week. So I can only imagine how she is feeling not having her smartwatch. So like, I mean, I had the power to join up. Luckily it still had, I didn't erase it, so it still had a lot of stuff up there. So like my past, so it had to just update. And I was like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm updating my old ass smartwatch because I needed it. So I completely understand. So, yeah, man, what's on my mind once again is, today the theme for me has been just dealing with first world problems. And I just need to, I need to realize that, you know what, Ruben? The shit that I cry about or I'm upset about, I just got to continually remind myself, bro, somebody out here's got it worse than you. And that's not wrong. So like, yeah, I will sit here and do my best not to bitch complain about stupid things, But yeah, man. And I think as you kind of told me earlier, man, it's like as people, we do a piss poor job of dealing with not dealing with them, just expressing our problems. Hey man, you got a bunch of first world problems. Like, it's not like, you got a job. There are people ain't got a job. you got a house or apartment. There are people who live on the street. Like, so if your plumber decides they don't want to flush today, then you know what you do? Something else. Like, shut up and fix it tomorrow. If that means you got to deal with a stinky toilet overnight, then so be it. Like, once again, this shower situation, I'm going to try to take the stupid thing off. If it comes off, awesome. But then I still can't fix my problem. So, yeah, we got to figure out some shit. But what I'm not going to do anymore is dwell on first world problems. You know, because, it's just, yeah. I'm lucky to be where I am. I worked hard to be where I am. So there's really no point in bitching about first world problems. Not at least like super bad. Now I can bitch on dumb shit that I see, but I can't bitch on dumb shit that I can do around my house. Hey, Ruben, you didn't fix your thing. Yeah, I was watching wrestling for 5 hours. Yeah, it's kind of your fault, bro. You ain't wrong. So,
well, I'm pretty sure the wrestling was good, though, right?
Oh yeah, it was good. But I mean, I just gotta get my happy ass up tomorrow. If I can take this thing off, I'm gonna get my happy ass up at 7 o'clock and go to Lowe's. If I want to take a shower. Or I gotta put everything back together and just deal with it another day, which is an option, because I haven't broken anything and I know how to put shit back together. So it's like, yeah, that's where I'm at. And I'm just kind of like, but we're going to get in there and see what we can do with that shit. And, we'll have an update next week on it, whether I got it done or not. We'll also have a sad update on the garden next week. Because we're running out of time today. We're past time. We're going to have a sad update on the garden next week. So, yeah, I'm just letting y'all, I'm preparing y'all. So if y'all need to bring y'all tissues and stuff, I will have mine with me. But that'll be next week. And, in this world, they call that a teaser. So we're going to leave you with that. And we appreciate y'all for being here today. Thank you for listening to the show, either live or on the podcast. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. We are here 9 p.m. Sunday until we're done. And, we get done when we freaking feel like it. So, like, hey, listen to us. We're kind of funny. And we also give you that truth, too. So, thank you to AG for being here today. Moby is in parts unknown. Hopefully he'll be back next week with us. But let's do this again next Sunday. Why? Because it's some cool stuff. Moco Cowboy, we will talk about that next week. It's a teaser. That means you gotta listen next week and you will find out the situation with the garden. Trust me.
Apparently, some plants can't have interracial relationships.
Yeah, apparently. So, trust me, you wanna hear about it. It's worth to listen. So, with that being said, hey, we appreciate all y'all. Thank you. Please like and subscribe to us on whatever platforms you listen to us on. And hey, we'll be back next week. So, as we always do, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Nugman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Nugman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.
And now I'm going to tell you something There are very few people in Congress who would tell you. If you are the Republican leadership, and this is what your goals are to give huge tax breaks to the very richest people in this country. Your goals are ultimately to privatize Social Security so that Wall Street can make money from that. Privatize Medicare so the insurance companies can make more money. Privatize education. Do away with public schools. If those are your goals and you said that to the American people, you think you get a lot of lower. There are many members of the Congress today, Republicans, who not only will not raise the minimum wage, which is $5.15 an hour, you know what they will tell you, honestly? They believe in abolishing the minimum wage. Did you know that? Check it out. Telling you the truth. So that if Americans can work for $3 an hour or $2 an hour, not a problem. Now, if you had an agenda like that and you went before the American people, tax breaks for the rich, destruction of Medicare, destruction of Social Security as we know it, lowering the minimum wage or abolishing it, how many votes do you think you'd get? Not a whole lot. Maybe the richest 1% would vote for you. That's not a lot of votes. So what do? It's got a problem. You package it. How do you package it? And here's, I want you to pay attention to me. Because this is bad stuff. I don't mind debating people who say, I was on a Hannity show, Sean Hannity yesterday, and Hannity, extreme right-wing guy, he thinks he loves these tax breaks for the rich and so forth. So we had a little bit of a discussion about that. Actually, it was a loud discussion. But I don't mind people who are upfront about that. Okay. Give the rich more tax breaks. We can argue that. But that doesn't win you elections. So this is what you do. What you do is divide people up. When you ask me your question, how do I get elected? I said, I try to bring people together. We fight for women's rights. We support the rights of minorities. We support the rights of workers. We bring the majority of people together. And occasionally, honest people will have differences of opinion. In this room, there will be differences of opinion. But everybody in this room is in agreement that everybody should have health care, right? Question number 2, should we increase funding for education or should we lower funding for education? Raise your hand if you think we should increase funding for education. Okay, you're on the side of the vast majority of Americans. Okay. So on those issues, we bring people together. Now, what do the Republicans try to do? And they use it in what we call, kind of language that they not upfront about. What do? We divide people up by races. Affirmative action becomes one issue. All them black people are getting the jobs that we white people used to have. Split people, working class, white against black. Instead of working together to create decent jobs for all. Those uppity women now, they want the right to choose. We'll split people on the abortion issue. We'll split people up on the gun issue. We'll split people up on religious issues. Do you follow what I'm saying? So you split people up, and then they end up, if you're a middle-class person, voting against your own interests, and the rich go laughing all the way to the bank. Okay? And they very often play white workers off against everybody else.
I was in a concert recently and all I saw was white folks and I asked myself why.
Have you ever stood in a crowd and felt the chilling comfort of seeing only white faces that look like yours? A concert, a neighborhood, a boardroom, a sea of white. Have you ever wondered who isn't there? That empty space, that silence, it's not an accident, it's a choice. It's a wall. That wall has a name. White supremacy. For me, that sea of white isn't just an idea, it's a town where I stood, Franklin, Tennessee. And guess what? There's a ghost story there. Did you know that right after the Civil War, Franklin was on the verge of a new world? Williamson County's population was nearly 50% black. Formerly enslaved people were registering to vote, building churches, starting businesses, demanding a voice, and for a brief, brilliant moment, there was a flicker of hope for a shared future. But that hope was met with terror. Right there in Franklin, Tennessee in 1867 in the town square, a political rally was held with both black and white speakers advocating for black suffrage. White supremacists, furious at the sight of black political power, attacked the rally with guns. It became a bloodbath, a riot designed for one purpose: to send a message to black voices and black votes would be silenced with violence. That day was the beginning of the end. It was the first shot in a long, brutal war of intimidation. The Ku Klux Klan was born right there in Middle Tennessee, and along with the architects of Jim Crow, unleashed a campaign of terror and economic oppression that lasted for decades. So what happened to the 50%? Why did they leave? They were driven out. They were driven out by the Klan's terror in the night. They're driven out by the crushing weight of sharecropping. They're driven out by the legal system that made black life worth less than a white man's rage. They left because they understood that in Franklin, their dream of freedom would be answered with a noose or a bullet. So when I see that sea of white faces in that concert in Franklin, Tennessee, I don't just see a demographic, I see a crime scene. I see the ghost of a community that was systematically and violently erased. That silence isn't peace. It's the evidence of a successful cleansing. Now, I want you to imagine that story. This is the most important part. That exact scenario of hope met with violence taking place in hundreds and thousands of towns all over America. You know what? Because it did exactly that. And that local blueprint for erasure has now gone national. The sickness has a fever. They call it a movement. We need to call it what it is. American fascism. We see it when they ban books to kill our history. We see it when they attack museums for daring to tell the truth about slavery. We see it when ICE raids systematically hunt our brown communities and shatter families. And we see it when the National Guard points its weapons not at foreign enemies, but at us, American citizens. The MAGA Trump regime making retreat into whiteness a national policy. The war for our future is here now. And if you are silent, if you are comfortable in that sea of whiteness, you have been sold a comforting lie that safety is silence, that comfort is a world without color. But that comfort is an actual poison. The walls you think are protecting you, they're your prison. You're trading your humanity for the myth of supremacy. And you're losing everything that matters. Dismantling white supremacy was never just about liberating people of color. That's what you've never understood, white folks. It's the last chance to liberate yourselves. Because white supremacy is a fucking prison for white people, and it always has been. This is the reckoning. White supremacy isn't a path to the destruction of a nation. It is the destruction of America, happening right now. So wake up, white folks, speak up, and begin the fucking work before it's too late for you.